And welcome, guys, back to In the Ballpark. We're here in Camp Greenland with a live audience today. I'm here with James and Alex. Today, we're going to be discussing our World Series contenders for this MLB season. So, James, who do you think will be making it to the World Series this year?
So I said the Braves yesterday, but I think I've changed my opinion. The Yankees are not one. I think the Baltimore Orioles are going to make it from the AL. Here's why: they have Adley Rutschman, one of the greatest catchers probably in our generation, and then they have Gunnar Henderson, who can really hit and field well. Then they have that back end of that pen, Yennier Cano, who's nasty, and they have a 1-2 punch with Felix Bautista and Yennier Cano, who, if the starter goes 7 innings, the 8th inning could be dealt by Cano, and then the 9th inning could be dealt by with the Mountain, Felix Bautista, and they have just a total great closer in Bautista.
What's your take on it?
Yeah, I think the Braves will win the World Series this year. They've been so close other years, but this year they are just a different team. By far the best team in the MLB so far. Best record in the league. Ronald Acuna Jr. back from injury that he had last season, and he's been absolutely destroying pitchers. He easily in the MVP race in the NL, and you could probably take any one of their starting players and they would be an all-star, if not, they'd probably be an all-star. So many amazing, wonderful, talented players in that team.
So now, does anyone in the audience have any questions for us? Oh, yes, you. What's your name?
Yeah. What do you think? What do y'all think about? How do you think the Texas Rangers will do in the playoffs?
That is a
So, personally, I think that the Rangers, they're a very interesting team. I feel like they'll do pretty well in the playoffs. They have a pretty good lineup. I feel as if they're very versatile, and they just look solid overall. But I'm gonna take it over here to James. What are your thoughts?
Here's my problem about the Rangers. They have a deep lineup, probably the best offense in the league, maybe better than the Braves, but they don't have a deep bullpen. They have Brock Burke, who comes in the 6th inning and just doesn't look good. And yes, they have Aroldis Chapman who throws 101 miles an hour. But my problem is they have a deep rotation. They have a deep lineup, but what they're lacking is bullpen depth. Up to you.
Oh yeah. So there was another question in the audience. What's your name, sir?
Hello, my name is Gabe, and I'm a big fan of yours as a shop. So, the Tampa Bay Rays started off the season really hot, but after the All-Star break, their star, Wander Franco, has had some off-the-field issues. Do you think it's going to affect this season?
I'll take it over to Alex.
Yeah, I definitely think that these off-the-field issues and Wander Franco not being in the starting lineup will affect the Rays team. He has been outstanding, phenomenally season so far, but with him leaving the Rays lineup, it can cause some on the field and off the field problems. Not having a key player in your lineup will affect the team in the training grounds and overall mentality of the Rays in general. And now that they've kind of cooled off a bit, they really good division, and I wouldn't be surprised if they had an early playoff exit, with the AL just being a lot of surprise teams in the AL. I wouldn't be surprised if they exit early in the postseason.
So yeah, we're gonna take one last question over there in the back.
Do you think the Phillies have a chance to win the World Series?
Okay. As much as I am a Phillies fan, they would have to go through the Braves and the NLDS. That's my only problem. If they play the Giants in the if Rhys Hoskins returns in the divisional round, if they even make the divisional round, they're going to win. But if he doesn't, they don't have a chance. So my thing is with them is that they have a bullpen that has a lot of flamethrowers. They have a good rotation if you take out Christopher Sanchez. And then you have a really good lineup, top to bottom, that can really wreak havoc. But like, my problem is they would have to play the Braves, but I think the Braves would come if the Braves play the Phillies. The Braves would come in that series thinking we got to beat them because we got nipped by them last year. So I think they have a chance, but they might not make it past the division round.
So that's all the time we have here today, folks. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to our live audience for joining us today in Camp Greenland. We'll see you guys next time in the Ballpark. We'll see you guys here back tomorrow for more.